Let's jump right into the fast-paced, incredibly high-stakes world of automotive evolution. Today we're looking at a company that built its entire identity around the raw, deafening roar of the racetrack, but is now aggressively steering toward a silent, electrified future. I'm talking about Apollo Future Mobility Group, or AFMG. And honestly, the story of how they're adapting to a rapidly changing world is absolutely fascinating. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's start with a massive number, 6.1 million. That is the staggering amount of battery electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles sold in China alone back in 2022. We're talking about a massive 82% year-on-year increase that just completely outperformed the broader auto market. The sheer scale of this EV boom is mind-blowing. It's being driven by aggressive policy support, tons of new models hitting the streets, and this huge global pivot toward green economies. But within this giant wave of electrification, there's a very specific, highly lucrative niche carving out its own space.
Section 1. The luxury mobility boom. Because while everyday EVs are hitting the roads in the millions, the high-end hypercar market is on its own crazy trajectory, projected to reach nearly $31.8 billion by 2030.
Which brings us to Section 2, Apollo's Hypercar Heritage. To understand how they're bridging the gap between mass-market EVs and ultra-exclusive hypercars, we really have to look back at their roots in pure, uncompromising German engineering.
The absolute foundation of this company is pure racing DNA. Back in 2005, they launched the Gumpert Apollo. This was a car conceived in the research labs of German technical universities, and it completely shocked the automotive world. It set a lap record for a street-legal road car on the punishing 21-kilometer Nürburgring Nordschleife, clocking a blistering time of 7 minutes and 11.57 seconds, which, if you know cars, is absolutely wild for something you can legally drive to the grocery store. They pulled this off by pairing a tubular chromoly frame with an integral carbon monocoque for extreme safety and applying intense aerodynamic surface profiling so the car basically neutralized its own weight through downforce. It was mid-engine performance built entirely for the driver.
And you know that intense heritage has evolved into an incredibly striking aesthetic over the years. Vehicles like the Apollo Intensa Emozione, IE for short, and the Apollo Project Evo. These feature all carbon fiber production chassis and deliver what the company calls an intense and emotional visual experience. They are the ultimate expression of exclusivity, right? It's a total contrast to that massive, multi-million unit scale of the broader auto market we were just talking about.
Actually, when designing a later model called the Aero, the engineering team turned to Mother Nature to solve some really complex aerodynamic challenges. They drew inspiration from the ocean's apex predator, the shark. The engineers literally said, the fluidity of the design, like a shark, gives the Aero the appearance of motion even when it stands still. I want you to hold on to that shark analogy for a second, because just like a shark, a car company has to constantly keep moving forward to survive. That fluidity, that ruthless adaptability of a shark, it isn't just in Apollo's vehicle design anymore. It's become the defining characteristic of their entire corporate strategy.
Section 3. Pivoting to smart EVs. This is where the story shifts from the racetrack to the future of consumer mobility, injecting that hardcore shark DNA into a vast new electrified ocean. So we're really looking at two very different worlds of engineering here. On one side, you have Apollo's hypercar past, and present really, defined by visceral mechanical power. Think roaring 4.0-liter V8 bi-turbo engines, ultralight 1,200 kilogram target weights, and extreme track-focused performance. But on the other side, you have their new EV strategy. We're talking 800-volt electric systems, silent efficiency, and deep digital connectivity. The real challenge, and honestly, the genius of their pivot, is bridging these two worlds. They're not abandoning their hypercar legacy. They're actively using its prestige and advanced engineering as a launchpad right into the luxury smart EV market. To actually make this massive leap, the company executed a series of rapid, highly calculated strategic maneuvers. In August 2022, they officially changed their name to Apollo Future Mobility Group, signaling this much broader vision. By September, they were admitted to the automobile sector under the Hang Seng Industry Classification System. But here is the real game changer. WM Motor, a leading Chinese smart EV company, became AFMG's largest shareholder and strategic manufacturing partner. And to resource this pivot, AFMG ruthlessly shed its legacy watches and money-lending businesses. They literally cleared the decks to focus purely on smart mobility. The first fruits of this rapid evolution are the E-Vision S concept car and the G2J advanced engineering prototype.
Unveiled at major international expos, these vehicles perfectly represent the blending of Apollo's hypercar emotions with everyday practical usability. The G2J in particular is built upon extensive engineering, powertrain, and platform tech sourced from both their German roots and their Japanese subsidiary GLM. It is essentially the foundation for their future luxury electric sports cars.
Section 4. Engineering the future. Let's look under the hood at the proprietary tech driving this forward.
A massive technological breakthrough in this pivot is the Crate's powertrain. Now, I know that sounds like a bunch of engineering jargon, but here's why it's so cool. As the whole industry races to make EVs charge faster and run more efficiently, shifting to 800-volt systems is absolutely crucial. AFMG's R&D team developed this powertrain utilizing twin inverters with next-generation silicon carbide technology. They've already completed the testing of Sample A and are aggressively moving toward industrial development. It's a vital puzzle piece in their push for tech dominance.
But AFMG quickly realized they don't have to keep all this brilliant engineering to themselves. They built a robust business unit around ESO, or Engineering Service Outsourcing. Because of their elite hypercar background, they can provide traditional auto manufacturers and brand new EV startups with end-to-end vehicle development. We're talking everything from the initial ideation, design, and simulation, all the way down to validation and manufacturing prototypes. They are essentially renting out their world-class engineering brains to the rest of the industry. And let me tell you, this is a huge financial opportunity. In 2022, the global automotive ESO market was valued at a staggering $84.87 billion US. That is a massive pie, and it's projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 11.2% all the way through 2030. As cars become more like giant computers on wheels, traditional automakers are desperate for advanced R&D and product innovation. By offering these ESO services, AFMG has tapped into a highly lucrative revenue stream that perfectly complements their own vehicle production.
Section 5. The new mobility ecosystem. This is where we bring all these different pieces together.
So the crucial point to take away here is that AFMG is no longer just a niche car maker. Not at all. They've successfully evolved into a comprehensive, multi-armed mobility ecosystem. You've got the Apollo hypercars maintaining their prestigious brand halo and track dominance. You've got the luxury smart EVs targeting the rapidly growing premium electric passenger market. Then you have engineering services monetizing their tech through things like the Crate powertrain and platform licensing, like their agreement with the Italian brand De Tomaso. And finally, you have strategic partnerships. They've aligned with WM Motor for manufacturing scale, formed a joint venture with Shanghai Alliance Investment for new energy vehicle tech, and partnered with advanced tech firms like Divergent. It is a completely interconnected ecosystem.
Now, you might be wondering, why does all this matter to us? Well, AFMG's story is essentially a microcosm of a much larger global shift. Right now, governments everywhere are pushing green economy goals, they're extending tax exemptions for new energy vehicles, and they're pushing hard for a transition to clean air mobility. At the exact same time, consumer disposable income is rising, propelling this massive demand for high-end luxury experiences. Understanding how a company like Apollo adapts, shedding old businesses, leveraging high-end brand equity, and aggressively partnering up for manufacturing scale, it gives us a front-row seat to how the green economy is being capitalized on at the absolute highest levels of luxury and technology.
We've seen the blueprint for Apollo's electrified future, but it really leaves us with one incredibly compelling question. They've promised to bring the intense emotions of their hypercars into their luxury EVs. But can the intense, visceral, purely mechanical DNA of a track-crushing V8 hypercar truly be replicated in the calculated, silent, and highly efficient world of electric mobility? It is the ultimate challenge of merging raw art with pure science. Keep an eye on Apollo to see if they can pull it off. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. We'll catch you next time.